I really welcome representatives of Multicultural New Zealand. Thanks very much for joining us here today, and thanks very much to the Asian Network who helped facilitate the session as well. Corbin, there's a reason why I think that whakatauki is seen everywhere and always. It's because it's so central, isn't it? Like you said, it's there's nothing more important. And you know that's true, and really in many levels. You know, and I look onto the Guardian website as I do every day, and some of the mess that you see around the world at the moment. It's just shows how important it is to bring people together. And there's a lot of that really needs to happen right now, and you know, lots of different spheres of the world. But one of the ways that we can do that is through bringing people together from different cultural backgrounds, sharing experiences, sharing knowledge, building relationships, and that's, you know, obviously at a global level that's massively important. But I love it. I love it at an agency level too. So when I think about Manatū Hauora and our friends here from Te Aha Te Kahu, Te Hauora and Te Aha Hauora as well. People bringing themselves, their home selves to their work situation. There's cultural gold in that. It just builds an agency's wairua, and it's just magnificent. And it's events like this that do that for us. So I really welcome Multicultural New Zealand. Really love the way that you're talking about the way that the work that you do fits in with Te Tiriti. That's a really important focus for Manatū Hauora. And yeah, hopefully everybody has an opportunity to speak to some people you don't know, hear about some things you don't know, try some food you haven't seen before, and have a really nice lunchtime in some fairly inclement weather otherwise. So welcome along everybody, and thanks for being here. Yeah.
Introduce you guys. Pancha and his colleagues from Multicultural New Zealand. So Pancha Narayanan was born in Malaysia and has lived in New Zealand for over 30 years. He's a passionate advocate for social cohesion with deep experience of the issues migrants face and how our communities are responding. He's a strong supporter of this work program. His change leadership approach and work with multicultural communities in New Zealand has received international recognition. He's passionate about achieving settlement outcomes for migrants that would be much better than what he received when he was here in 1986 in New Zealand. He has been a member of the Multicultural Council since 1992, and Pancha lives Wellington and works as a management consultant. So welcome Pancha and everyone.
Karongo ia ao hui homi enga iwi enga reo enga karanga maha e mihi atu nei kia katoa tēnā koutou tēnā tātou katoa. Kia ora. Acknowledging people who are here today, the last Friday of August. Every year we are proposing it to be a Tiriti-based multicultural day, and congratulations to Manatū Hauora for celebrating this today at your lunchtime. It's quite a privilege. I'd like to acknowledge your Deputy Director, Dean Rutherford, and then the Asian Network Committee Leader, Jing Yo, and Corbin. Thank you for your meeting. Kia ora, and everybody else who's here as part of the cultural team as well. Kia ora. Multicultural New Zealand, you've got a history, and our whakatau is this. In 1986, someone in Auckland, during a council meeting, called an Indian a Karimancha. So we thought it was racist at that time. You fast forward 33 odd years, you find that everybody in New Zealand is Manchikat. That's how quietly people do things, and we are determined. Right. And we have come to this land, a land that has welcomed us. So, and the demographics is changing. We don't want to sleepwalk to 2040 when it's 200 years since the treaty, without recognizing the treaty as our central document for everybody. So we aspire for anyone coming to the country to have a cultural immersion with a noho and a marae. These are the kinds of things that we advocate. Our network is very strong around the country. If you have anything that you want to communicate to the network, try us. Right? COVID-19 showed that this network was very successful. Vaccinations, highest rate of vaccination among New Zealanders. Right? And we were reasonably well funded for that, and thank you for that. And as part of that, we also were privileged that Ashley Bloomfield, Dr. Ashley Bloomfield, your former director, accepted the Distinguished Services Award that we gave out. We signed a torch on people who've done great things, right, and without bias. Right? So thank you to Ministry of Health for receiving that award. We have some beliefs. We believe that ethnicity is not about darker skinned people. Everybody in New Zealand has at least one ethnicity. And we want to celebrate all of those ethnicities and the cultures that is behind them. Many of us come to this land because this country separated the church from the state. And by church we mean the religious institutions. And we like to see that continue to be maintained. Right? And we also challenge government. We have given government an 8-point proviso this time to all politicians without any bias. And one of them was equity in health. Right? And we're privileged to see that at least some effort is being made towards making sure that Maori health can be improved. And we have, and very soon we will launch a multicultural calendar of festivals. Right? We invite you all to participate. Doesn't matter what your culture is, to contribute to that, so that we have a rich calendar. And we thank the police for sponsoring that as well. Our connection to Tiriti, we did a decoy to Waitangi. There we committed on the marae that multicultural communities will commit to the Te Reo version of Te Tiriti. That in any deliberation that government does, it has to be the Te Reo version, or its English expression, not the translation, the English expression of the treaty, that version. And Maori at Waitangi grounds reciprocated and responded by inviting us to plant a tree in front of that marae. And we thought about what will we call that tree. And that gift of that tree, a kauri tree, to all of New Zealand, and we called it Mokapuna. Because everybody is a grandchild. Karapukatapu, te ati awa okoko. His mantra is that everybody is a grandchild of someone. Right? So anything that we do will impact on our grandchildren. Any policy that we have today, any activity that we do will impact on our grandchildren. So we leave a good land for them. And these are the kinds of proverbs that we carry with us. Today is very special. And if I can share one proverb from my own culture that I like to see in New Zealand, is this. If the woman in the family is well, the world is well. Right? And our policies today in New Zealand are not quite there yet. Right? And I think that it's a worthy aspiration to have. And I encourage all of you all to participate in that corridor. Please Google us at Multicultural New Zealand, right? And see what you would like to contribute. And I'd like to say thank you to all of you all for inviting us here today, for being part of your celebration. Right. Thank you so much. Noreira, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou. Wow.
Actually, we're all connected. You're all plus our next generation as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Kia whakapangaia hoki o mātou wairua ki te taro o te ora mō tātou kaiwhako ora tuturu ki te whakamaua kia tīna, tīna, aumi e hui e,
Tāu ki e. Kia ora.
Kia ora.